Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2 Unit 1.3 Notes, Day 2. Today we're going to be talking about graphing linear equations in slope-intercept form. Our learning target is to be able to graph lines from standard form by using the slope and the y-intercept. So just remember that m, that is your slope. We've talked about how it's a fraction and it tells us the movement of your graph. Okay? B is your y-intercept. It is a point, 0, comma B, and this is where we begin our graph on the y-axis. Okay? So the first part says to identify the slope and y-intercept of each line. Equations, ooh, this sounds important, equations must be written in slope-intercept form first. So remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So let's go ahead and begin. Now, I like number 1 right away because it's already in slope-intercept form, okay? I can just look at it and be like, all right, so my slope is -3/5, and my y-intercept is 0, 15. And that's my answer. Okay? It was easy because the y was by itself. Okay? Here, yeah, no. The y is not by itself. Okay? So I need to follow the rules of SADMAP to solve for y. Okay? So I need to move the 3x to the other side. Now, those are not like terms, so I cannot combine them. And I get 3x minus 12. Okay? I want this written in standard form, so that's why the x comes first. And now to get the y by itself, I need to divide, and I need to divide everything. So we get y equals -3/2x, and then a negative divided by negative makes that a +6. So now that my y is by itself, I can see that my slope is -3/2, and my y-intercept is 0, 6. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we need to solve for y. Get the y by itself. That's a +12x, so to get it to the other side, I would subtract 12x. We have -3y equals -12x minus 18. And that y is still not by itself. So I have to divide by -3. And we get y equals -12. Sorry, -12 divided by -3 is a +4x. And then -18 divided by -3 is a +6. Okay? So my slope is 4, and you can say that's 4/1. Okay? But if you want to say it's just 4, that's fine. And then our y-intercept is 0, 6. Okay, number 4. Solve for, oh, they moved it. There's the y. Solve for y. So I'm going to subtract the 10x to both sides. We get 8y equals -10x plus 30. Oh, that's not plus 36. That's minus 36, okay? And then to solve for y, we need to divide by 8, okay? Everything is not going to be pretty, guys, okay? So if you're like, oh, -10/8, I don't know what it is. Well, guess what? Okay, -10 divided by 8 I don't want the decimal, I want the fraction. So I hit math, enter, enter, and I get negative 5 over 4. So negative 5 over 4x minus, and I'm going to do the same thing here. 36 divided by 8. It doesn't come out pretty. Math, enter, enter, and I get 9 over 2. Okay? So my slope is negative 5 over 4, and my y-intercept is 0, and then negative 9 over 2. Okay? So why don't you try number 5 on your own? Go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Remember, we're solving for y. Okay, so you should have gotten y equals 1/3 x plus 4. Now, I just double checked my math right here because, oh, but I didn't do the negatives. So remember that that is a negative 4. You're dividing it by negative 12, okay? And you want the fraction. So I hit math, enter, enter to get 1/3. Okay? So that means my slope is 1/3, and then my y-intercept is 0, 4. Okay, number 6. So I want the y by itself, so I'm going to add the x to the other side. Now that does not turn to negative 25 or 25x, okay? It's just 1x plus 25. Now to get the y by itself, I'm going to divide everything by negative 5. Remember that that's a negative 1/5 x, and that's going to turn to a negative 5. So y equals negative 1/5, I'm sorry, not y, m equals negative 1/5, and our y-intercept is 0, negative 5. Hopefully this is a good flashback to algebra for you guys. Sorry, passing period. All right, so now it's saying to graph each line. If necessary, write the equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so number 7, it's already in slope-intercept form. Okay, the two things that I need is I need the slope and I need the y-intercept. So my slope was a negative 1/2 and my y-intercept was 0, 3. Okay, sorry, I wrote that right there just so I could still see the graph. So the one thing I noticed right away is that my slope is negative, so I'm going to be going down 1, and then I always run to the right, okay? So at 0, 3, that's where I start. I go down 1, over 2, down 1, over 2, down 1, over 2, and I continue that pattern in both directions, okay? And now that it's time to graph, you need to make sure you have your straight edge out, okay? I'm just looking for my ruler. And then you're going to go through all of the points, nice and straight. And then remember to draw the arrows. Okay? All right, let's move on to number 8. So I'm going to draw my line straight down. I want to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract the 6x to both sides. Those are not like terms, so I get 8y equals negative 6x minus 48. To get the y by itself, I'm going to divide everything by 8. And we get y equals negative, do you know what negative 6 divided by 8 is? Well, if you don't, divide it and go math, enter, enter to get negative 3/4. And then negative 48 divided by 8. Hopefully you guys know that. Negative 48 divided by 8, we get 6. And that's a negative 6. So down here, my slope, negative 3 over 4. Negative means we're falling, so I'm going to go down 3 to the right 4. And then my y-intercept is 0, negative 6. Okay? That's very important because when I come down here, I know right away that I begin at 0, negative 6, and I go down 3, right 4. Okay? I'm going to continue my pattern the other way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then I'm going to draw the line. So I'm using my straight edge. And there we go. Okay, so this isn't too bad, is it? All right, why don't you guys solve number 9, and then we'll graph it together. Okay, go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so I added the 3x, so 2y equals 3x plus 8, divide by 2, we get y equals 3 over 2x plus 4, which means my slope is 3 over 2, and my y-intercept is 0, 4. 3 over 2 means I'm going up 3 to the right 2. I begin at 0, 4, go up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2, and then I'm going to complete my pattern in the opposite direction. Okay? Now some people say do 3 points, some people say do 5 points. I like to do, messed up. I like to do all the points throughout the entire graph because pretty soon we're going to be graphing 2 lines on here and trying to find where they intersect. So that's kind of why we do that. Okay? And make sure you use a straight edge and you add your arrows. All right, number 10. So I'm going to subtract the 5x because I want to solve for y. And I get 25y equals negative 5x. Remember, we don't have to write that plus 0 down there, okay? To solve for y, I'm going to divide by 25, and we get y equals, that should be negative 1/5 x. So my slope is negative 1/5, which means I'm going down 1 and to the right 5. All right, my y-intercept is 0, 0. Okay, why don't you guys pause the video and see if you can graph this all on your own. Good luck. Okay, there you go. Now remember, I don't know if you guys realize it, but these dotted lines right here are always at the 5. So hopefully that's going to be a little bit easier for you to count that when you're going to the right and to the left or up and down. Okay? All right, number 11, you guys are all on your own. Okay? Solve it, graph it. Pause the video. Good luck. Okay, if you need a little help solving, you should have gotten y equals negative 4 over 5x minus 3. Okay, and there is my graph. All right, so you are only able to go to this point, and then just remember to complete your pattern. Okay, I went down 4 and then to the right 5 because my slope was telling me down 4, right 5. Okay, number 12, once again, you're all on your own. Pause the video and good luck. Okay, so after solving, you should have gotten y equals 3x plus 4. Remember that when we write our slope down, we want our slope as a fraction, so 3 over 1, and then our y-intercept is 0, 4. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for Algebra 2, 1.3 notes, day 2. Remember, your homework is going to be 1.3 practice B. If you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Otherwise, this is Mr. Grice signing off. Thanks for watching.